Welcome back to the Road to Grandmaster. Big achievement if I finally get there. Playing it for this long, like I mentioned, I haven't played comp every single season. For a little while I went off it. I even played other games. I got stuck into things like Dead by Daylight, quite enjoy that, etc. So yeah, it's not like I've put all of my effort into it. However, I do typically end up at diamond, so I wonder what the streamers get to in this game. I don't know if they are higher than that, whether it's like celestial, one above all even, or if grandmaster is pretty much where they get to. Interesting, because if I had fans of this channel, they'd see the absolute journey and effort that I've had to put in to get there. But the streamers fans would see them just get there in no time, because obviously they're good enough to just be there, and watch them probably annihilating me then game after game. So will be an interesting one. This, from what I remember of it, I did say that I was going to play as I commentated, but watching my Cloak and Dagger video back, I missed a lot of stuff really that I probably could have commented on. But because I was doing it live, I missed it, whereas this might give me a bit of a better reflection then of the game, and a better opportunity to commentate more accurately. This was unreal. I mean, I play a lot of Invisible Woman. The fact that she managed to disappear in such a tiny space there, me and Winter Soldier couldn't find her, was unbelievable. So fair play to whoever that was. Must have been nervous because they were being hunted, but this game really was an eye-opener for me, and I'll come to that in a sec, because I, again, played a lot of Scarlet Witch. I've had Lord Scarlet Witch for a little while, which I know by modern day standards means nothing, in the sense that you can get that animated Lord now. That's the new sign of playing a lot of a character basically. But I've had the normal Lord for a little while. But the first half of this game was absolutely dreadful for me. Basically, the attacking portion of this game was dreadful. Nice little combo there. I like that Groot tried to ult to pull everyone into my ult. Really nice play. A sign of, I'd say, platinum instead of gold, for example. I doubt that would happen too much in lower ranks. One thing that does get me, and I don't know if you'll feel the same, if you do play, that was beautiful. Waited behind that pillar, perfectly timed, came out and killed that Emma Frost. But if you play Scarlet Witch, maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. Obviously, heals have to be distributed evenly across the team. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment, just going upstairs, smashing that door. But yeah, evenly distribute the heals, of course, makes perfect sense. However, if you see a Scarlet Witch ulting, she is probably, well, she's one of the most powerful characters in Marvel, and seeing what she's capable of, watching her, if you've seen WandaVision, if you've seen her annihilate Kamatage in Multiverse of Madness, take down the Illuminati easily in Multiverse of Madness, like, she's a reality shaping character. She's unbelievable. So they always have to tone her down, of course, in films, in games, etc. She's just that powerful. Knew that was a mistake wading in there, but I did say this was the worst half for me. But yeah, she is that powerful. So if you see her ulting, that's basically as close as they've put her to reality rewriting. Make sure that she's healed. That's the key thing for me. Focus heal her for however long, 5 seconds, whatever it is that it takes her to do her ult. Just try and keep her up, because you know that at least one of her opponents is going to get just wiped out, if not all of them. If it's the perfect one and she team wipes them, it's more than worth it to keep her up. So there's that. I realised that I've been playing this wrong. This was a terrible ult. Again, right, so there's a perfect example. Healers should try and keep you up the strats if you're in the right area. That one, I tried to be sneaky, jump over the wall and do it. and it just was the wrong play. She hasn't got the health or the survivability to sneak in, I guess, and ult right in the center, which is exactly what I tried, because she's a DPS, you know. Even a tank would struggle, I think, with the survivability. Easy for me to say. Weird one, going back to the MCU, obviously one of her biggest, most powerful moments was the No More Mutants, where she just wiped out all mutants. So, I wonder what they're going to do now, because they've already said that after Doomsday and Secret Wars, that X-Men is their next project. Or their next, not just project, their next vision. They're going to be focused on the X-Men for quite a while. But obviously Scarlet Witch is a massive part of that. However, Scarlet Witch has been in the MCU since Age of Ultron now, I believe. Elizabeth Olsen has played her. That means for, well, Age of Ultron was what, 2015, I want to say, something like that. And the last time we saw, why am I just standing there doing that for? That's really weird. Age of Ultron, okay. Not Age of Ultron, Multiverse of Madness. I don't even know what year that was anymore. Was it 2022? Something like that. So people have played like Chris Hemsworth Thor. People have played their characters for far longer. There's still opportunity for her to step back into that role. But I think that would be the right choice. You know, if they are going to have some sort of event there, let's show how powerful Scarlet Witch can be at her absolute peak. You know, obviously having the Darkhold and stuff, that's been unbelievable. Here's the other Scarlet ult in. Did she get anyone? No, I don't think. Oh, did she? Maybe, yeah, actually. Yeah, so what I meant by an eye-opener, this has shown me and proven, because you see people that are lords that are not very good all the time, really. Another ult of mine that wasn't very successful, I don't think. Yeah, not very good. But this is the turning point. This is where I prove why I'm actually pretty good as a player, especially with the characters I've lauded, that I've put the time and the effort into. I've mentioned in a couple of my videos that aim is an ideal, and Scarlet obviously has that lock-on ability with her primary fire, which I really enjoy. But unfortunately, I feel like I got a bit too comfortable and too used to it. That auto aim in primary fire, it sort of chips away at the enemy. So it's really effective against flyers, for example. It's really effective against particular opponents, fast-paced opponents. So Spider-Man can't really deal with it. Black Panther, you know, it's really, really handy. If someone's diving the backline and you need to support your strats, that's when it comes into its own. But when you're fighting other, particularly tanks, so say for example they've got Doctor Strange and Thor, it's not really enough to just be chipping away at them. And I learned that this game. I relied heavily on that as the primary, turning into like the astral form and floating away to escape, and using the hex that she creates to pin them. That was my kit. I never really touched L2, which is the sort of chaos magic balls or whatever you want to call them. But this time I really got stuck into it. So you'll see a big change in play. At the moment, I've ended that first half 10-6. So that's terrible, really, 10-6. But watch how different it is by the end of this half. I really, really held my own and stepped up for the team. And this is exactly it. I mean, if I want to get to Grandmaster, I can't be getting carried. As you'll see, I mean, this will be my 5th, I believe, video, and I've played a different character every time. So I'm one of those people, I want to play different characters. I could hard focus one, but I want to play different characters, and I want to be good at all of them. Not obviously the entire roster, but a good, 10 characters or so. And yeah, I want to be able to hold my own in them, and even carry some of my teammates to get to where we're all looking to be. This was a big step up. This was a big improvement. I was really happy with it. Nice to see that Invis ulted there, because that Cloak and Dagger ult, I play Cloak and Dagger on occasion. It's good, in fairness. If you path it correctly, it's good. And then obviously you can DPS as Cloak on your way back too, but as you can see, I'm just dropping people now. All of a sudden there's been a big change. Team, I think, know they can rely on me finally. Everything's going well. So where's the Punisher? I remember this part. I believe, do I take him out shortly? I think I might. It might be a nice... Oh, here we go. Here we go. No. Got excited for no reason there. Is it Penny? Yeah, Penny's such a good counter to the ult. I've been caught in that stupid web so many times. To be honest, Penny is one of the most annoying tanks in this game. She's got obviously the spider mines, she's got the webs to stop you at the beginning of your ult. She's a very frustrating character to come up against. Obviously she's got that survivability, being a tank. Yeah, I mean, if you come up against one with a good player, someone who's put some time into her, they're very, very frustrating. But yeah, as you can see, totally turned it around from the beginning. Where am I now? 29? No, I wish. 17 and 6. I was about to say 29 and 4. There's a Scarlet Witch on the other team, and they're going 29 and 4. But I'm closing that gap. I'm closing it. There's as you can see, there's been big improvement there. Scarlet Witch isn't really doing anything meaningful at the moment. So, oh wow, Cloak and Dagger ult already again. It's mad what you pick up when you're watching the game back as opposed to when you're playing it, because obviously there's so much more... Oh, second one of those I've dodged. There's so much more pressure when you're playing it the first time, so that obviously there's naturally things that you miss and things. Respect to the Doctor Strange for having a go there, but obviously he'd gone in on his own. He had no hope. But yeah, they are. Oh, they're dancing around the first point. What am I at currently? 21 and 7. And what have I done? 17k basically damage. 21 and 7, 17k. Oh, see that? These Doctor Strange portals. You never really know what you're jumping into. They are picking the portal placement, etc. I know we had to get back there, but we've lost the point anyway. But so many times I've jumped through the portal, and as you can see with the team, it's put us into such a bad position. I've just got hammered straight away. So I'm always cautious now. This was terrible, taken into an alley and beaten up by 3 of their team. I'm always cautious of jumping through them. But it's a tough one to make the right call on, because part of me thinks, well, if I don't jump through it, and it was good placement, and then there's 5 of the team that have gone through, not 6, I could have been the difference maker that helped us win that fight, but instead we lost. However, so many times, like I said, I've jumped through the portal, and it's the worst as a strat or a DPS because you haven't got as much health. Yeah, I've jumped through the portal, got killed immediately. It's wound me up more because obviously my stats are worse. I feel worse about the game in general, so it's demotivating. It's basically just farmed a few kills for them, pushed them that bit closer to ult. So it is an awkward one. It really is an awkward one to know what to do. Speaking of DPS, I meant to say this earlier. As of tomorrow, Cyclops is out, and I'm already seeing some massively rage-baity posts. Someone posted yesterday, and if they were being serious, honestly, this is why this game gets so frustrating, and this is why I get why some people then call for roll queue. Someone's already put on there, I'm going to be maining Cyclops until I'm a Lord. I won't ever be switching. I will be playing him in comp from the beginning. In your rank up games, for example, you could be one win away from hitting the next rank, and I could cost you that game, but I'm going to be playing Cyclops. And honestly, DPS are the absolute worst. In a lot of ways, I feel like they've got the toughest job. You don't have all that much health. With tanks, I feel like it's fairly straightforward. You need to be at the front. with strategists at the back. With DPS, you've got to find that niche. You've either got to be forward, back, you've got to be peeling for the strats, you've got to be in different places because you haven't got loads and loads of health to utilise, because each DPS plays quite differently. You've got to know where to be at the best point in the game, basically to utilise your kit to the max. So I do agree, I feel more pressure playing a DPS than any other character in this game. However, the DPS mains are the absolute worst in the game. I can't stand them. You will never ever see a game with 3 tanks, for example, and someone go, I reckon we need a 4th. You'll never see it, because the people are sensible enough to know that you need diversity in the team. However, you will often see a solo tank, a solo healer, because in this character select screen you'll have 2 people that have already clicked DPS, then a third will go a DPS for some reason, and then a 4th will go, looks like we're lacking in DPS actually, I better pick DPS. They are the most mind-numbing players. They don't learn any other role, and it baffles me. You know, they might have 15 lords basically that are all DPS. Go and learn something new. I really don't get it. So I think there is going to be a lot of that in the new season here, 8.5 with Cyclops. People are just going to be rinsing him constantly. Big arguments over playing him. People leaving the game if they don't get to play him. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a nuisance. But yeah, so opposite number, Scarlet Witch with a little purple badge, so obviously put some good play time in. 24,000 damage, 41 and 6. I ended up getting 21,000 damage, the same amount of final hits. Quad kill, which was good, 35 and 9. So impressed in the end, to be honest with you. I had the second lowest deaths on my team. I had the highest kills on my team, so for a duelist, I really did play the role correctly. I really did contribute to the team, and yeah, I was impressed with my my second round performance, even if I do say so myself. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this little series on the Road to Grandmaster. We're not a million miles away from Platinum 2 now, but you'll see that obviously in the next video as well. Hopefully we can get there, and obviously put a sort of a pin, you know, cement the series together, because we actually reached it. But who knows? Like I say, it would be the first time. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.